Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Kobe brought something to my attention. Shout out to 2K fan yesterday. Yeah, he brought something to my attention about this Colbert and Errol Spence and Frank Martin thing. Now, if you didn't know, Errol Spence, called out Chris Colbert to fight his fighter Frank Martin. Now, Chris Colbert is campaigning as a contender at 130, came off a loss to Hector Luis Garcia. Um, right? And out of all the people, he picked Colbert. Now, I forgot about this. Colbert got a lot of flack for picking Tyson Fury over Deontay Wilder and telling the truth about Deontay Wilder, right? So a lot of people don't like him, and then he turned around and was saying how the black people don't support him and this, that, and the third. People say, well, you calling yourself Mexican and whoop-de-whoop, this, that, and the third. So you in this somehow pro-militant boxing society too, where they take everything to heart. Then they won't tall tank out for kissing Canelo ass and dissing Crawford, but they'll get mad at Shakir Stevenson for supporting Crawford and supporting Bam Rodriguez. So, like I said before, these laptop revolutionaries, shout out to Blood Boxing for that, man. This shit is getting out of hand. But I forgot about this. He been consistently, not only did he consistently pick Fury throughout the trilogy, before the trilogy, he picked Terrence Crawford. And he talked about him and Terrence Crawford wrestle, how strong Terrence Crawford is, and he picked Terrence Crawford over Errol Spence. And that was his opinion. So, at the end of the day, too, we're going to talk about Rolando Romero not responding to Errol Spence yet. He putting up videos of him beating up Hakeem Rockman Jr. before he got the Jake Paul fight, right? But yeah, so he calls out Colbert out of all people, right? And he know people don't like Colbert. It's so funny, Errol Spence be playing a role, and it's dumb fans, they be playing this role as where they kind of try to play the victim, but they be trolling and they be putting out false information, just like he did with Jim Gray. And people in the comment section say, man, how you lying on Spence? I ain't lying, nigga. Like, if you listen to the interview, and Jim Gray said, when the fight gonna happen? He said, I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know where. Like, all right, if you fighting like and it's close, and one day you saying it's a contract, next day you saying it's close, next day you saying if it don't happen, it ain't my fault. It's gonna happen. Then you saying, if it don't happen this year, it's not gonna happen at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you all over the damn place, and I'm gonna call it 100. If Crawford came out and did the same thing, I'm gonna call it straight down the line. Come on, I told y'all what Crawford team is saying. They saying it's still the same problem for the last 8 months. The money ain't right. And they refusing to make the money right. So at one day, either Crawford gonna take less money, one day they gonna come up with the money, or another day they won't. But I forgot about that. He picked Terrence Crawford to beat him. And out of all the fighters that PBC got around the way, he picking on Chris Colbert. Like I said before, I don't think Chris Colbert is as talented as we originally thought he was. He got a lot of things that's wrong with him. He hang his upper body way too heavy over his front foot. He's an exceptional athlete, but you ain't no puncher, and he wanted to be a puncher. But you go through the fighters they got: Isaac Cruz, Javier Fortuna got a fight coming up. They got Michelle Rivera. Come on, all these guys they got at 160, and you want to call out two guys coming off a loss. Think about that for a minute. I like Frank Martin, but you calling out two guys coming off a loss. What about, maybe Errol Spence not really familiar about the landscape down there. What about Michelle Rivera? That's a good fight. I mean, you calling out two dudes coming off a loss, one dude that's fight weight class below you. And yeah, Colbert has fought above the 130-pound limit, but that was just coming up. But Colbert said he'll fight him. Colbert did call out Gary Russell coming off a loss, but Kobe made a good point. This nigga picking out Colbert because he picked Terrence Crawford, nigga. But if y'all mad at people picking Terrence Crawford, y'all mad at people telling y'all the truth about this fight when Errol Spence has consistently been a damn lie about this fight, then shit, tell the nigga, write a fan letter, DM him, whatever y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? Call this nigga and say, man, make the fight. Start a GoFundMe then. That's one thing I can say about Bruce Wayne that he said was right, though. Niggas don't spend no money. These niggas sit here and talk all this shit, put fists in the air, waving like you just don't care. You know what I'm saying? They do all of that type of stuff. you know, tired of police brutality, but won't donate a dollar, won't give a dollar to the kids in the neighborhood, won't buy the kids ice cream, won't buy the kids chips, won't give nothing to the homeless people, don't even give them a dollar a quarter, don't put nothing in the hands of the families that going through none of this. All they do is laptop revolutionaries hype other people up to do something that they don't do. Come on, you trying to make an impact on the YouTube streets before you make an impact in your own community. Hilarious to me. Put y'all money up then. Most of these niggas ain't never ordered a pay-per-view. Let me say it again. Most of these dudes ain't never ordered a pay-per-view. You can go to a Spence fight. You could have went to a Spence fight for $30. Come on, that don't mean you could have bought the pay-per-view. Probably with Parker you could have. But nonetheless, y'all niggas probably Ubered there anyway. But yeah. He has campaigned, above 135. Well, maybe I was tripping. Yeah, slightly. So he never technically fought real close to lightweight. 32, stuff of that nature. But yeah, he coming off a loss. And, like I said before, niggas got personal vendettas and stuff. And of course, Frank Martin should beat Chris Colbert. I don't think anybody, think Chris Colbert could win. He got talent. But we seen, bro. We seen when he get hit, he don't like it, he mail it in. And maybe he didn't train hard. Maybe he wasn't focused. Here we go with that shit again. Oh, he wasn't focused. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I mean, that's your fault. Maybe come in and take the fight serious with Frank Martin. Obviously he got more, he got more experience than Frank Martin. But I think Frank Martin is a more technical fighter. We know, and obviously we got to see if Frank Martin can take a punch, but I don't think this the fight with somebody with a less than 40% knockout ratio. So Frank Martin probably just going to run through him, to be honest. Unless Colbert really get back on his shit. But then again, there's some technical difficulties there there's some technical difficulties there with Colbert. He got a posture of a puncher. He got the posture of a puncher. That's the honest truth. He got the posture of a puncher. And that's my opinion. He got the posture of a puncher. He got the posture of a puncher, bro. So, I mean, but I think Frank Martin's just going to walk right through him. But, if he embraced, fixing his balance issues and all that stuff, he embraced fixing his balance issues and that type of stuff, bro. I think he have a good chance if he embraces speed and all that stuff. But I forgot about that. I literally forgot about that. I bet he picked Terrence Crawford, and that might be the reason why Errol Spence attacking him. These niggas so sensitive today, bro. If I took every negative comment literally, you know what I'm saying, that I still wouldn't be doing YouTube. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing nothing on social media. It come with the territory. It come with the territory. It comes with the territory. But apparently, Rolando Romero, he posting videos of him beating up Hussein Rahman in a small clip leading up to his Jake Paul fight, which I don't understand what was the point of that, right? Maybe there's some beef there, right? You just got knocked out. But he ain't responded to, Errol Spence calling Frank Martin out. Calling him out to fight Frank Martin. He ain't responded to none of that. So, like I said before, he sat here and he sat here and did all that shit talking. He did all that shit talking, and now Errol Spence is saying, not Errol Spence is saying that let's fight my fighter Frank Martin. That's what he's saying. And then what you get old boy from saying? What you get old boy saying? What you get old boy from saying? Nothing. You get him saying nothing. That's hilarious. He ain't got nothing to say about fighting Frank Martin right now. Do all this shit talking. But I know you coming off a loss and all that type of stuff. I know it. I know he coming off a loss. But you always got something to say. You can say, well, let me get this dub and then I'll get back. Then I'll get back to doing what I do. Then I'll get back to doing what I do. But he ain't say that. He being quiet as hell, posting up videos, hating on Hussein Rahman because he got a big fight with Jake Paul. You should have petitioned to get in the fight with Jake Paul too. You just got knocked out. Jake Paul, would have happily accepted fighting you. But it is what it is. Be a lot of talking until it's time to put pen to paper. Be a lot of talking, but it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree link in the description. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I did now finally. I added Apple, so I'm gonna update the link tree. By the time you see this, should be listen to the podcast on Apple, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor. So we got a different avenues. So shout out to my Apple phone users, Apple users, bro, Macintosh users. I accommodated y'all. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the box news playlist out. Peace.